Hello, my name is Caitlin Zinsky, and I am in the Research Methodology class at the University of San Diego. Today is July 8th, 2019, and I will be doing a presentation on the effects of early school start times. I chose to conduct my research on this topic because the school I teach at begins at 7:25 a.m. The outcomes I see because of this early school start time match what I found in scientific literature. According to my experience in the classroom and data found in research, early school start times are causing students to do many things, such as fall asleep in class, stay home from school, behave poorly in class, not listen during instruction, feel anxious, and they can even become depressed and overwhelmed. These are major problems that are affecting their educational success. For my research, I have a few questions. First, why are schools starting so early? And what is the best time of day for children to focus and learn? But my main question that I studied was, would a later school start time improve student academic success? My hypothesis for my research is that later school start times would allow students to get the recommended amount of sleep, and I believe a well rested child will perform better in school. For my research, I began by searching for studies that have been conducted on this topic. There have been several studies on the effects of early school start times. One article I found on the study was on the study of the schools in Kentucky. It was a non experimental research study. They found the main effects of an early school start time include more daytime fatigue and sleepiness, more school tardies, and even lower school academic performance. In addition, I found an article called School Start Times Change in the Compass Study, and it was an experimental research study. They found that by delaying the school start times by 10 minutes, students slept an average of 23.7 minutes longer a day. This improved how well they did in school, and they even saw less of the negative effects that they were seeing before the change of 10 minutes. After I found research studies on my topic, I conducted my own research. I began my own research by analyzing surveys used from existing research studies on the topic. Then I created my own survey to collect data. I created questions based on a few things, such as sleeping patterns, how they may feel throughout the day, and what students believe is their best time for learning and to focus. Examining other research studies and administering my own survey was an appropriate design for addressing my research questions because I was able to compare what other researchers found with my findings. From my survey, I found that the majority of students are not sleeping a full night's rest. It is recommended that students sleep between 9 and 11 hours a night. And from my data, I found that 88.8% of students are sleeping 8 hours or less. This is a lot less than the recommended amount. Because students are not sleeping the recommended amount, they reported not feeling awake and ready to go to school when they arrive in the morning. This shows that students are feeling fatigue and sleepiness because they are waking up too early for school and not getting enough sleep. These results also show that my hypothesis is supported by my survey data. 60% of students report that they miss extracurricular activities because of being too tired. They aren't sleeping enough, waking up too early. 80% of students report that they struggle to stay awake while doing homework after school. And then 60% of students also report that they struggle to stay awake in class throughout the day. These results also indicate that students do not focus and learn best during the time of day that most schools start. The California's average school start time is 8:07 a.m. 0% of students stated that they focus and learn best between 7 and 9 a.m., which is the range of most of schools' starting time in California. 55.5% of students reported that starting school after 8:30 a.m. would make a huge difference. This is what they preferred as their school start time. This is a very small change considering the average school start time is 8:07 a.m., but it would make a huge impact according to the students. This shows that a later school start time would have a very positive effect on students' academic performance. The implications. My results show that students would perform better in school with a later school start time. They would get more sleep and begin school when they are able to do their best thinking and learning. A source of error for this research study was the sample of students. I did not have a large sample size and did not have students in the correct age bracket of my study. However, the data seemed to reflect the similar statistics found in the articles of research on the same exact topic. Here is my list of references that I used and found in my research study. And thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about my research. Thank you.